The Pittsburgh Steelers made star wide receiver Antonio Brown the highest-paid receiver in football, signing the 28-year-old to a 5-year, $72 million contract. Earlier in the day, the Steelers also placed the franchise tag on Pro Bowl running back Le'Veon Bell. On Tuesday's episode of Undisputed, Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless reacted to the Steelers' big decisions, and Bayless argued that the front office made a bad call by keeping Brown long-term. Shannon: the Steelers don't fully trust Le'Veon Bell. Shannon: the Steelers don't fully trust Le'Veon Bell. It shows they fully trust Antonio Brown, and they do not fully trust Le'Veon Bell. If you look at it like this, Antonio Brown has 481 catches over the last 4 years, more than any other receiver during a 4-year span in the about-to-be 98-year history of the National Football League. The best ability an individual could have playing professional sports is availability. It's more important than jumping high, running fast, and being strong. And the one thing the Steelers know is that Antonio Brown will show up for them every single Sunday. Now, they missed Martavis Bryant all of last year, they missed part of him the year before. Sammy Coates has been inconsistent, he's also missed time. Eli Rogers has missed time. Marcus Wheaton, the other receiver, missed 12, 13, 14 games last year. Shannon: Le'Veon Bell's drug issues kept him from getting a long-term deal. Shannon: Le'Veon Bell's drug issues kept him from getting a long-term deal. Also, Le'Veon Bell has missed time with injuries, but that's really not why they didn't do this deal. The last 2 years, he's missed 5 games because of Skip. Drug suspensions. One time he tells you got caught with the marijuana, blasé. So now he was in the program, he said he missed his phone call, he moved houses. Even if you move to the moon, have your mail forwarded to the moon. Give them no excuse, no reason, because you know what the protocols are. You know once you're in the program you must be on call 24 hours a day. You understand that. So this is why they made this move. I don't have a problem, and a lot of people are going to say why would they pay a receiver that kind of money when Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola and all these guys won a Super Bowl. I'm into paying the player, not the position. Antonio Brown has earned this raise. He's earned the right to be the highest-paid receiver. Shannon: Le'Veon Bell has to earn the Steelers' trust. Shannon: Le'Veon Bell has to earn the Steelers' trust. He's earned this, Skip. He came on our show and he said, look, guys, I made some missteps. I apologize to my teammates. And even later in the week when he went back to Pittsburgh, he said there's some growing up I need to do. My team needs to be able to put their utmost trust and faith in me that I'm always going to do the right thing, always going to say the right thing. I believe him. Le'Veon Bell is going to have to show that. I still believe Le'Veon is the most complete back in all of football. But he's going to have to show the Steelers that they can count on him, that they can trust him to always do the right thing, and that he's going to be available. Not just on the football field running and catching the football, but being there and not being absent because of the suspensions. Skip: I'm disappointed that the Steelers committed to Antonio Brown. Skip: I'm disappointed that the Steelers committed to Antonio Brown. I am not surprised Pittsburgh did this, but I was disappointed in the Steelers for committing long-term to Antonio Brown. I believe, and this is easy for me to say because I'm not sitting in that GM's hot seat, or any of the front office hot seats, or the ownership hot seats, but I believe I would have closed my eyes and plunged and not signed him long-term. I'm not going to condemn you for this, but I want to point out, let's go back to that flashpoint moment after that playoff win in Kansas City in which Antonio made his first big blunder, although we've talked about other blunders where he got penalties for celebrations 3 times this year. He went live on Facebook and just shamed his coach in the background, kind of looking over his head, making fun of him. It was just such an egregious act. It's breaking an unwritten rule you just can't break, violating the sanctity of the locker room. I was shocked by it. We did it the next day on the show and you came down even harder on him. You said he has revealed himself to be just another diva receiver. Shannon, betting on Antonio Brown was the safer option for Pittsburgh. Shannon, betting on Antonio Brown was the safer option for Pittsburgh. If they had tried to shop Antonio Brown, I would have been okay with it too. But